The three hierarchs, theologians, teachers and models of Christian life. The Orthodox Church honors the three hierarchs every year on January 30th, Basil the Great, Gregory the Theologian, and John Chrysostom. These three saints are considered the greatest theologians and teachers of Christianity, and their contribution to the connection of Christian teaching with Greek education is invaluable. Their feast was established in the 11th century to symbolize the unity and balance between theological thought, spiritual life, and social action. Basil the Great, also known as Basil of Caesarea or simply Saint Basil, was born in 330 AD in Caesarea, Cappadocia, into a family of devout Christians. His father was named Basil and his mother was named Amelia. He was taught his first letters by his father. He then went to Caesarea in Cappadocia, Constantinople and Athens, to complete his studies in geometry, rhetoric, astronomy, medicine, and philosophy. Influenced by philosophical thought but also by the rigor of the gospel, he emerged as a leading leader of the church. As Bishop of Caesarea, he was distinguished for his charitable work. He founded Vasiliata, a model charitable center, where care and attention were provided to the weakest people in society, as well as vocational training for the unskilled. In addition, he was a defender of the Orthodox faith against the heresy of Arianism, writing theological works that deeply influenced the Church. A typical example of his bravery and steadfastness in the Orthodox faith is the following incident. The Emperor Valerius, an ardent supporter of Arianism, sent Modestus, one of his trusted officials, to pressure Basil the Great, Bishop of Caesarea, to conform to the heretical views. Modestus met Basil the Great and attempted to intimidate him by threatening him with various punishments, confiscation of his property, exile, torture, and even death. Basil the Great's response was eloquent and testifies to his unwavering faith. "I do not fear confiscation of property, because I have nothing except some old clothes and a few books. I cannot endure exile, because the earth belongs to the Lord and wherever I go it will be my home. I do not fear torture, because my body is weak and will not last long. And finally, death is welcome to me, because it will bring me closer to the Lord." Basil the Great's fearlessness and courage surprised Modestus, who reported the incident to the Welsh. The emperor, although determined to impose his policy, felt respect for Basil's bravery and did not dare to take strict measures against him. Basil the Great died on January 1, 379, at the age of 49. The Orthodox Church commemorates him on January 1. Gregory of Nazianzus, known as Gregory the Theologian, was born in 329 in Arianza, Cappadocia, and died on January 25, 390 in Nazianzus, Cappadocia. His father was Gregory the Elder and his mother was Nana. He studied rhetoric and philosophy in Nazianzus, Caesarea, Alexandria and Athens. In Athens he became associated with Basil the Great, with whom he developed a close friendship. His profound education, his rhetorical skills and his theological thinking made him a leading ecclesiastical leader. As Patriarch of Constantinople, Gregory faced fierce opposition from heretics and political enemies. Although he remained in office for a short time, he contributed decisively to the fight against Arianism and the formulation of the doctrine of the Holy Trinity. His writings include theological discourses, poems, and letters, which stand out for their philosophical dimension and literary excellence. For this reason, he was awarded the title theologian, one of the few given in the history of the Church. The Orthodox Church commemorates his memory on the 25th of January. John Chrysostom was born in Antioch in 347. He was raised by his mother, Anthusa, as he was orphaned by his father at a young age. He studied rhetoric under the renowned teacher of the time, Libanius, and emerged as one of the greatest orators of orthodoxy. The nickname, Chrysostomus, Golden Mouth, attributes his exceptional ability to preach the gospel in an expressive, fervent and powerful manner. As Patriarch of Constantinople, he developed extensive pastoral, social and charitable work. He founded charitable institutions for the relief of foreigners, the poor, the orphans, the sick. He organized a daily meal for 7,000 needy people. He abolished luxury in the church, limited the expenses of the clergy to a minimum, sold various valuable utensils and objects and gave the money to charity. He was distinguished for his strict stance against moral corruption even within the imperial court. His criticism of the injustice and arrogance of the rich led him into conflict with the Empress Eudoxia, resulting in his double exile. His work includes numerous sermons, interpretations of the Holy Bible and theological writings, which are considered cornerstones of Orthodox spirituality. Perhaps his best-known work is the Divine Liturgy, Liturgy of Chrysostom, which is celebrated mainly every Sunday in churches. Chrysostom highlighted the concept of charity and social justice as basic elements of Christian life. He died on September 14, 407, at the age of 60, while on his way to Comana in Pontus, where he had been exiled by the Empress Eudoxia. The Orthodox Church commemorates him on November 13. The Feast of the Three Hierarchs was established in the 11th century by the Metropolitan of Yucatan, John Mavropo, when there was a dispute over which of the three saints was the greatest. John Mavropo established a common feast recognizing that all three contributed equally to the Church and humanity. The three hierarchs are considered models of Christian life, as they combined faith with science, knowledge, love for their fellow man, and spirituality with social action. Their feast is dedicated to education, symbolizing the synthesis of Greek culture and Christian teaching. Through their work, the three hierarchs highlighted timeless values, such as justice, solidarity, freedom, and love. Their contribution reminds us of the need for an education that educates not only the mind but also the soul.